Can you ever do 50-50 if parents live 1 hour apart? That's the question from the Modern Divorce Support Group. This is really interesting to see what everybody has to say about this. My name's Billy Tarasio. I'm an Arizona family law attorney. Normally I would say no. So I live in the Phoenix metro area, and the West Valley and the East Valley are about an hour apart. And most of the time when I see people who live, one person in the West Valley, one person in the East Valley, they don't have 50-50 unless it's temporarily while one parent is moving to the other parent. So when parents choose to live an hour apart, it's almost impossible to do 50-50 long term. But if your child is homeschooled, then, or online schooled, then they could do 50-50 even though they were an hour apart. Most people are saying that they have been able to do it, but it's exhausting and not something that they would necessarily recommend. I would also say if you're going to do that, you would want to do a week on, week off, or 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. The big problem is school, not the exchanges. You could figure out a 50-50 plan where you could figure out how to have equal time living an hour apart, but going to school every day would be hard. If you picked a school in the middle of both parents, then maybe you could do 50-50 long term, living an hour apart. And I'll tell you, in my metro area, this does come up quite a bit. You could have here in Arizona, one parent living in the West Valley, one parent living in the East Valley, and a child attending a school in Phoenix. There's a lot of preparatory academies or private schools. Brophy is one of those examples where people often travel about an hour to get to a kind of a destination school. So I don't want to say it's impossible. I don't want to say it's a one size fits all. This is really all about crafting what works for you and your family.